Good evening, welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV in the shadows of the London Stadium after Arsenal's fantastic 3-1 victory over West Ham on Monday night. And with Serge, me and Serge are on the way end. Dan the man has just come from the press box as well. So three very happy Gooners here today.
About time.
Seriously, go on Serge, it was mental anyway, wasn't it? It was
the
absolutely
away
brilliant.
end, for the season, we've been to a lot of games, we've had a lot of heartache. Today was such a turnaround. There were limbs everywhere, there was pyro, people were dive bombing like a salmon coming out of a river, flying down the seats.
Seriously,
90 minutes of full voice singing. It was unbelievable.
Honestly, if you weren't anyway, and obviously you know what the away is like, but tonight was just absolutely fantastic. We were right next to the West Ham fans as well. It was absolutely brilliant.
But
when the goals went in, there was just a lot of drunk people, which is fair enough. It was good fun. But literally, people were flying head first with their arms by this. Like Superman or something. I don't know how they didn't knock themselves out, but it was fantastic, wasn't it?
That 9 minutes was probably the most glorious 9 minutes this season.
Best 9 minutes this season, wasn't it?
60, 66 and 69 minutes, those goals. I mean, people weren't recovered from the first goal, let alone the third.
I am so unfit. Like, literally, it's bad enough celebrating a goal. But 3 goals in 9 minutes. Literally, I couldn't breathe. I was like properly sweating.
I just couldn't believe it. It seemed the team heard us sort of celebrate the first goal. They really switched on and really kicked forward.
It was brilliant, wasn't
it? The atmosphere was just electric. And we were just egging the team on more and more and more. And it seemed to really be positive and really work.
Yeah, it just felt like every fan was behind Arsenal tonight anyway.
Totally.
It was just, fantastic,
that second half was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was just awesome.
Absolutely.
I feel sorry for Dan being in the press box, not being able to go full limbs.
Could you hear the Arsenal fans?
Yeah. All night.
Yeah.
Brilliant, yeah. To be fair, as much as I love being in the press box and as good as my job is, that is one of those nights where I just think, I want to be over there. But yeah, brilliant night, wasn't it? So,
mate, honestly,
fantastic.
it was fantastic. It really was, wasn't it? Who was your man of the match, by the way?
Pepe.
Okay, yeah.
By a country mile.
Yeah.
Thought he was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's about time, really, but obviously, we've got to be patient with him. It takes time to adapt, but he showed everything that we've been expecting from him tonight.
Yeah.
Won us a game, really. Brilliant performance. So really pleased.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was absolutely joyous. But we've got to take both sides of the coin. That first half was pretty dreadful.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was
30 minutes until we had a shot.
Yeah, like you called it at the end. You just basically said that was literally a game of 2 halves.
It was just unbelievable. I mean, the fans, the first half were just really frustrated. I mean, we were still in full voice, but it was just a lot of frustration. There was, watching the game, West Ham were pressing us so well in that first half.
Yeah.
We couldn't get out of our half.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever treatment he gave them at half time really worked because they kicked on so well in that second half. But that first half performance, that's not acceptable performance-wise. If we want to really sort of push on, we were singing, we're staying up.
Yeah, I know. We're only half joking as well.
And, people were tweeting saying this is a relegation 6 points to scrap. But we've really got to sort of keep an eye on both halves of the match because that first half dreadful, second half glorious.
Yeah, absolutely. We always try and be positive, but at half time we were just like, we could be really in a world of trouble. We could be sucked into a relegation battle. We carry on playing like that. So that's why it made it so good in the second half. It was just absolute joy. It came from nowhere.
It was electric, absolutely electric.
Yeah.
It just seemed that they just really turned it on and they just managed to find pockets of space.
Yeah.
They were darting through and it seemed like Pepe was really, really instrumental in some of those goals. I mean, his goal was excellent, but then the cross to Aubameyang to get it in as well, also perfect. So I think, the team actually gelled and that's, people have been waiting for that all season and it finally clicked today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it showed a lot of sort of good character from Freddie to sort of bringing that team together and to sort of force them at half-time to really just go out there and play. Yeah,
absolutely. Well said, mate. I mean, obviously, we did a bit of view from the press box, but just in terms of what you said about Freddie, he's a true Arsenal man, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He said he loves the club.
Yeah.
And he wants to help as much as he can.
Yeah.
That's what you want to hear. That's what I want from an Arsenal manager, someone who loves the club and understands how it works.
Absolutely.
So, good night for him, obviously. It was a bit of an audition period for him. It's obviously only going to help him, isn't it?
Yeah. It was joyous, wasn't it? And at the end of the game, obviously, we were sort of celebrating the game mad as we were throughout the game, certainly in the second half. But you found
the
Cronky Millions.
The Cronky Millions obviously being handed out during the game.
Let's give it a little close up on there.
But there was obviously a lot of frustration.
Have a look at this.
There was a lot of frustration from the fans about the situation. Because we've had a series of draws, losses. Obviously, last week was just such a real downer. So I think people came in and there was a really charged atmosphere today. It was either basically sink or swim. If we didn't get something today, then the face of Arsenal fans would have been very different. The managerial position would have been very unclear. But obviously, you know, they reacted to that
Yeah.
in the first half, and they did come out quite negative. Second half, they came out fighting,
Yeah,
which is something,
absolutely.
you know, we're not Arsenal that haven't really had a much fight this season. And
Yeah.
having that fight this game was so crucial
Yeah.
to us being able to actually get the 3 points, because, you know, we said those 4 games, 12 points. We've
Yeah.
not got
What did we
the tally
get?
we wanted so far.
Five, yeah.
Five,
yeah.
5 out of 12.
5 out of so far, which isn't, you know, ideal.
Yeah.
We wanted to get at least 9 or 12 out of that, really. So
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
yeah.
we're scrapping up there, but this week is going to be a very tough week for us, so we need to keep that energy going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like you say, I mean, it felt like every fan got behind the team, behind the club, behind the
Yeah.
players, behind the manager today. It was wonderful to see. We just kept singing throughout the whole game.
Belting out "We Love You, Freddie" for 90
that was
minutes.
brilliant. I mean, I've lost my voice. You practically lost
yeah.
yours as well. It was absolutely wonderful. And just the sort of stick we were giving West Ham fans.
Oh,
it was
constantly.
Brilliant.
There was a lot of very intelligent repartee with the West Ham fans. I'll put it that way.
Honestly, what's the best way to describe all the limbs as well? Just to someone like Grumpy
I
Glenn
mean,
who don't even know what it
The
means.
best way to describe it is imagine there was an earthquake and everyone was just everywhere. Bodies were everywhere. I think
Oh, there's people falling off their seats.
I ended up in the row in front of us. I mean, 4 people were still on the floor next to me when the 3rd goal went in from the first goal.
How many people started on the top tier and ended up in the
Honestly, it
bottom?
was a proper cascade.
At the first
all the way
half,
down,
our row
seriously.
was very, very packed.
Yeah.
After the
Very
third
packed
goal,
and very drunk.
but then after the 3rd goal, it seemed everyone had just swayed forward, so our row was actually quite comfortable.
Yeah.
We actually could celebrate in comfort and peace.
Honestly, yeah, it was fantastic.
Can I just add a couple of things? And first one, not to bring things crashing back down to
Oh,
earth
God.
with a jolt of reality, but Freddie did say, you know, we can't get complacent now.
Yeah.
This has got to be the start of something.
Absolutely.
And I completely agree with him on
Yeah.
that. Obviously, tonight was brilliant. I think we
Yeah.
all agree on that. But it has to be a building block.
Yeah.
And, you know, we need to see more of that. Obviously, got a tough run of games coming up.
Yeah.
But what better time to show things have turned around?
Absolutely, yeah.
The second thing is VAR.
Right, okay.
For that West Ham goal, did either of you have any idea what they were checking for?
Not at all.
None
No,
at all.
neither did
we
we in
were
the press
literally
box.
picking ourselves off the ground. We thought
So
We could only
basically-
assumed it would have been some form of offside or
Well,
something
you're
like that.
incorrect, Serge. They were checking for a handball because it came off Ogbona's shoulder. Why not tell us?
Seriously,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to hear what they're saying
Yeah.
to tell us more because we're
Especially
sat
in the
there.
press box as
yeah,
well.
I'm sat there
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
I don't know what's
I mean,
going on.
we wouldn't have heard a thing anyway because we were just sort of
Yeah.
pelting with the West Ham fans. So, but I mean, we saw that and we kind of stopped, looked, and we're kind of like hopeful. So it did really kind of bring us up and then back down again when they finally gave it.
Like, I could see the replay and I just knew it was going to stand. There was literally nothing wrong with it. But they've got to tell us what they're checking for.
Yeah.
Sorry for
Yeah.
the rant, but it is
No,
one of
that's
my
fine.
pet peeves at the moment.
Yeah,
No,
thanks
it's
for
understandable.
bringing it down
That's
there.
all right. Anyway, back up.
Back up with brilliant. I mean, obviously we've got a huge week this week. Gooner Fanzine TV is off on a road trip to Liège. The boys are coming with us. Toby as well. We're gonna drive later in the week to Brussels and then get over to Liège. So if you see us, come and say hello. We'll have a drink. We'll chat all things Arsenal. But just one last word on tonight. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Excellent limbs.
Excellent.
Excellent back
Great
behaviour.
stuff, great
And
stuff.
everyone loves to smell a pyro in the evening.
Love the smell of pyro in the evening. Dan,
It just feels good to win.
it does, doesn't it?
I feel like a weight is lifted. It's lovely.
And what was it? The 6th of October, the last league win, wasn't it, against Bournemouth?
It was,
So
yeah.
that's like more than 60 days, isn't
It's
it?
all right.
Really?
We've won.
We've won. Absolutely fantastic. Honestly, it's
And we've got a
brilliant.
goal difference of 0 now.
Hey!
Come on!
What more do we need tonight? Seriously. But honestly, you've had our say. How happy are you tonight after the Arsenal win 3-1 at West Ham? You've heard our say. Like, comment, share. We want to know what you think. We want to know how happy you feel. Are you happy? I hope so. Yeah, it obviously is a long way to go. As Dan said, Freddie told the journalist there tonight, there is a long way, but it was just joyous to see Arsenal win tonight. So let us know how you feel as well, because we are really happy. And we'll see you in Liège, basically. Come on, the Arsenal.
Come on, the Arsenal.
Brilliant.
There you
Brilliant.
go.
Love it. Love it.
Get out of the cold. Come on, Arsenal.
Grab your phone.